Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into 5 cruiser motorcycles that dealers just can't sell. Number 5. BMW R18. The BMW R18 came packed with everything it needed to become a blockbuster. Classic cruiser aesthetics, a huge 1800cc boxer engine, and precise German engineering. But even with all that, dealers haven't been able to move them. Sales were dismal. In 2022, BMW sold just over 1,800 units of the R18. By 2024, those figures had plunged, with reports indicating that dealers were sitting on inventory for months, slashing thousands off the sticker price to clear them out. Some buyers even picked up brand new R18s for as low as $12,000, an incredible drop from the original $17,000 to $24,000 price, depending on the trim. So what went wrong? First, BMW took aim directly at Harley-Davidson's territory, but American riders just weren't convinced. The R18's engine is massive, sure, but it only produces 91 horsepower and brings a lot of vibration, which isn't what most cruiser fans want. Weighing nearly 800 pounds, it's also tough to handle, making it impractical for everyday use. BMW misread the market too. While the bike looks retro, it lacks the deeply rooted culture and lifestyle that Harley offers. Riders didn't exactly line up to join a BMW cruiser club that didn't exist. Then there's the price. If someone's spending over $20,000 on a cruiser, chances are they want a Harley, an Indian, or something with a proven heritage. BMW's dealer network in the cruiser space is also limited, and high maintenance costs drove away potential buyers. Not even aggressive financing offers saved the R18. BMW took a big gamble on America's cruiser market and lost. These Bavarian bruisers are now sitting in showrooms, with dealers desperate to unload them before they gather even more dust. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster was supposed to be a bold evolution, a fresh, modern take on the classic Sportster lineage, powered by the new Revolution Max 975T engine. But instead of flying off the shelves, it's sitting in dealerships collecting dust. Sales have been disappointing. Harley sold around 3,500 units in the US in 2022. By 2023, that number dropped below 2,500, and in 2024, it's gotten even worse. $13,000, Harley was aiming at younger riders, but that's a tough ask when used Sportsters cost half that, and new Indian Scout 60s come in cheaper. Harley's core audience is aging, and younger buyers aren't exactly queuing up for midsize. Cruisers when quicker, more versatile bikes are available for the same money. Performance isn't helping either. While the liquid-cooled engine is a technical improvement, it only makes 90 horsepower. In a world where the Yamaha MT-09 cranks out over 110 horsepower for less money, the Nightster falls flat. Then there's the small tank, uninspired looks, and lack of that traditional Harley rumble. It ends up being a bike that appeals to neither Harley traditionalists nor modern riders. Harley tried modernizing the Sportster, but ended up building something no one asked for, at a price no one wants to pay. And with bikes stacking up in showrooms, the Nightster seems to be fading into the night. For good. Number 3. Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom, once a reliable middleweight cruiser, has now hit a major sales roadblock. Dealers are practically pleading with buyers to take one off their hands. In the mid-2010s, this bike was moving between 7,000 to 10,000 units a year. Fast forward to today, and Honda's lucky to hit 2,000 annually. But what's the issue? Price. For one. At $8,000, the Shadow Phantom finds itself awkwardly positioned. It costs more than beginner cruisers like the Rebel 500, but lacks the features and performance of equally priced bikes from Indian, Harley, or Kawasaki. Honda insists on sticking with a 745cc air-cooled V-twin that mimics fuel injection but lacks modern tech. In 2025, riders expect liquid cooling, ride modes, and TFT displays. Not a bike that feels like it hasn't changed since 2010. Add to that the shrinking cruiser market, where most buyers prefer either big V-twins or modern retro-styled bikes. Meanwhile, Honda's own Rebel 1100 costs just $1,600 more, offers double the power, a 6-speed DCT option, and much better resale. Why would anyone choose a Shadow Phantom? Dealers are slashing prices by the thousands just to clear them out, but even with discounts, they're still sitting. The Shadow Phantom is a solid bike, but in today's market, solid just doesn't cut it. Unless Honda updates it or drops the price significantly, these bikes will continue gathering showroom dust. Number 2. Kawasaki Eliminator. The Kawasaki Eliminator seemed like it had all the right ingredients: classic styling, an approachable eye, 451cc twin, and a budget-friendly price tag. But despite this, dealers can't move them. Sales have been underwhelming. Only a few thousand units have sold since its launch, and the numbers are quickly falling. Some dealers have already dropped prices below $6,600 just to shift them, but customers still aren't buying. The problem? The Eliminator sits in a weird spot. It doesn't have enough power to excite experienced riders, but it's also not cheap enough to win over true beginners. The Rebel 500, its main rival, has been crushing it in sales, thanks in part to Honda's stronger brand in this space. Then there's the economy. With inflation rising, people are hesitant to splurge on what's seen as a luxury. After taxes, fees, and markups, the Eliminator ends up costing over $7,000. Suddenly, it's not such a deal. Kawasaki's marketing hasn't helped either. When's the last time you saw an Eliminator ad that made you want to rush to the dealership? Exactly. Dealers are trying everything: rebates, 0% financing, free gear. But ultimately, the Eliminator might just be one of those bikes people admire from afar but never actually buy. It's a nice concept, but in today's market, nice just doesn't sell. Number 1. Indian Chief. The Indian Chief, a cruiser once celebrated for its nostalgic design and American heritage, is now gathering dust in showrooms. It's not a bad bike. In fact, it's a strong machine, featuring a 116 cubic inch V-twin, plenty of torque, and styling that oozes old-school charm. But the numbers don't lie. Indian's Chief lineup, once a formidable rival to Harley-Davidson, is now struggling to move units. The reasons aren't surprising. For starters, the price. The base model begins around $15,500, but by the time you add essential upgrades, you're looking at close to $20,000. That's Harley-Davidson territory, and most buyers would rather invest in a brand with deeper roots and better resale value. The market has also shifted. Cruisers just aren't as hot as they used to be. Younger riders are leaning toward adventure bikes and naked street fighters. Meanwhile, older riders, Indian's main demographic, aren't buying as often. Marketing hasn't helped either. Indian has positioned the Chief as a modern throwback, but it lands in a confusing space, too retro for tech lovers, too expensive for traditionalists. As discounts pile up and showroom models age, dealers are finding it harder and harder to move them. Unless Indian either boosts the bike's appeal or significantly lowers the price, these Chiefs will keep racking up dust instead of miles. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos coming soon.